All right, here we go. Week 10. Week 10 podcast. Fuck yeah, we made it. 10 weeks. Usually, what is it like? Probably like 89% of podcasts fail before 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Usually it's like even more than that.
You made it through week 10 of the season healthy. You're a little banged up, but
Oh, I'm banged up. Yeah,
you're playing.
I'm hurt.
You're
Definitely
hurt, not injured.
Yeah, hurt or injured. I don't know. Probably hurt because getting sick in the summer was the most random thing. Like, I don't think I ever got sick during the summer when I was a kid.
I don't think I did either, and it sucks to be sick in the summer. I would guess, because what can you do? Like, you sit inside, it's super nice out. It's not like when you're sick in winter and you're like, all right, I'll just lay in bed.
Yeah, no, I'm more pissed when I'm sick in the summer. I mean, it's I feel like it passed like a little bit quicker, like because it is nicer outside, so you're not just like freezing or in the heat or anything like that. Like, you know, you have the heat on inside and you get like the sweats and all that shit.
Yep.
You just kind of like get through it a little bit. But anyways, yeah. All right, here we go. Podcast week 10, July 29th, 2019.
Halfway through the summer.
We're fucking struggling, but we're struggling getting this fucking summer with news topics that are relevant. But we're finally in football season. Finally in football
Thursday, season. First game. Over under.
It's this
1
Thursday?
minute of the game will you watch? I'm pretty sure I'm under that one. I will not watch 1 second. Falcons and Broncos Hall of Fame game.
Oh, fuck! Gotta watch, Flacco. Flacco's back. Flacco on his backo.
I can watch Eagles preseason games.
Broncos, Falcons? What the fuck is that shit?
Because it's like, who gives a shit? Like, nobody watches.
Are they gonna play? Like,
sports.
And Julio Jones isn't going to play. Matt Ryan's not going to play.
No, Julio Jones is playing 60 minutes. Matt Ryan, 60 minutes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Run up get right back in the groove. Well, week 1, they have to get stopped 4 times at the Eagles' 5-yard line again, because it's the second, they'd be the 3rd year in a row that has to happen.
And no one gives a shit about that.
Won the Super Bowl, so, pivotal moment.
Yeah. Congratulations, you won one. Unless you win like another one before you think you're a great team.
Yeah. It's what have you done for me lately? We're 1-1 the last 2 years.
Yeah, so are we.
1-1.
2-1 the last 3 years, and 3-1 the last 4 years.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Well, we're not all like. We'll be
amazing. Yeah, fucking right. You could say like
we'll be
badass
Brady retires after this year. The Eagles' turn. We'll be 4 years in by 2022. So.
All right, we'll get into that in a second. Let's not get off track here. Let's try and keep this on track. So we're gonna do, NFL. I saw it was coming up soon. That first game, the Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
NFL is kind of stupid. Like, I appreciate the NBA where they like adjust like their schedule and they adjust things. Like, I heard on Simmons' podcast, he's like, NBA's thinking about reducing games. NFL just wants to add games and like keep everything the same. It's like, get rid of those 2 preseason games. No one gives a shit. Like, no one really cares. Everyone just gets hurt. That's all that happens is you get injured.
Yeah, no one plays in those games either. It's like the 3rd game is like the important game because that's like the dress rehearsal.
But not even that. But like, the coaches know like the 30 to 40 guys that are going to be like on the team now. Like, they know that now. Like, the preseason is for filling out the last like 15 or so guys, which are kind of backups anyways.
But it's more for the reps too. You need those reps. You can't get them in practice, so you need at least like a couple of preseason reps.
Yeah, but still, teams falter in the beginning of the season, and that's just what happens. Like Patriots, they suck every season. They're like 1-1 or 2-2.
They suck.
Everyone's like, oh shit, it's like horrible. They're terrible. But that's like their preseason. They get it in the full 60 minutes in the first few games. They
but
figure out
without preseason. Like, imagine just like going out there cold without any like game action.
I'm not saying completely gone, but I think 2 preseason games is enough. They don't do anything in practice anyways.
I think you would need the build up though. Like, you couldn't just take out 2 weeks and replace them with regular season games. You would need like to keep it a 4-week preseason, but not start the games until 2 weeks from now. So you would start the preseason weeks 3 and 4, and then go.
Why would you want more preseason?
No,
keeping the preseason the same.
I don't want 18 games. I think 18 games is silly.
I think that's okay. I think it'll be okay if you do
Like, why are we going 18 games? Like, players can't even make it 16 games.
I agree. But if you add an extra bye weekend, I think that would help everybody.
So now the season goes 3 extra weeks?
Yeah.
No, it's why? It's fine how it is. Like, is it really a problem now? Guys are getting hurt. Guys can't stay healthy. Now you're going to go two more weeks?
Would you be opposed to change? Things change. Would you be like a old man?
Yeah.
Hey, back in my day.
Like, what's the problem with the system right now?
It doesn't make enough money. They definitely don't make enough money.
Okay, so if we're on agreement that like we're sacrificing the players' well-being for more money, then okay, all right. Just be honest.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, dude. I mean, do you really care? Like, okay, about anybody's like real health? Like, you're gonna look at your fantasy and be like, "Fuck!" Like, Tyreek Hill's injured. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, can't believe that shit. You just missed out on a touchdown.
No, I would care because think about it. Like, if Brady goes down and you're like, "Fuck," it's like 2 more weeks. You have to worry about one of your top players getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be so stressful. Imagine, like, you have an injury-prone player, and you're like, if you're the Falcons with Julio Jones, you're like, there's no way he's making it 18 games. Teams are just going to shut down for certain
Eagles and Carson Wentz, like, he could never make that. He can't even make
No, he's not going to make 18 games. He got trucked today in practice. Some idiot picked him, and as he was running down the field, like, stiff arm Wentz to the ground. Everyone's like, ah! Flipping out, and, like, running fight. There's no way
he wear a red
make
jersey for no reason. Yeah, it's kind of a concern. You got to have a good backup. Who's your backup quarterback?
Nate Sudfeld.
You still have Sudfeld? Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you like try to relive like history and have like Deshaun Jackson? He's like super old now.
Now we're not trying to relive history. We already won a Super Bowl, so we're just building off of that. We're like one of the favorites in the NFC. So
yeah, you're going back to the times when like you couldn't win. You're like, let's bring back those players that couldn't win us anything.
No, we're trying to bring Deshaun back to win finally.
We're to bring back like T.O. T.O.'s in shape too.
We were like, let's get him a ring. We're gonna win a Super Bowl this year. Jordan Howard, we got everybody back.
All right, so let's football's back, so we're gonna get back into some sports. It kind of helps us a little bit here. We've been you guys have been sticking with us on our topics, but let's do we're gonna get right into training camp or go right into some of our futures now that we're talking about what's gonna happen.
I don't know what the training camp right now. It's been only 1 week, not even. What is there to talk about? I mean, are we gonna? I think we can. What was that?
Just like a mole, like a raccoon in your fucking room.
Oh God. Let's get into the regular season. You want to cut?
No, we gotta wait.
You want to cut the preseason? You want to have like that one preseason game? So fuck it. We're gonna Merc Goodell here. We're gonna go right to the regular season here. Let's just do future.
No. We gotta stay back on the training camp. So the next greatest coming of the greatest New England Patriots white receiver has been born already.
He does fit the mold.
Danny Etling, the next great Patriots white wide receiver. PWW. PWWR. Patriots drafted him last year in the 7th round, quarterback out of LSU, and they're playing him at wide receiver now.
And he kind of looks like a cross between Edelman and Tebow.
Yeah.
Look to him.
Everyone's flipping out about it, right? Like Patriots Reddit, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, here we go!" Like exactly the same. It's like, yeah, I didn't know. It's like so easy. You just draft white guys in the 7th round that play quarterback, and they'll convert to like Hall of Fame wide receivers easily.
It's also the benefit of like being either a very good team or a shit team where it just doesn't matter. Like they're like, all right, fuck it, we'll just turn this guy. Like it doesn't matter. It's not like you're like a team like the Falcons who are like, oh, we really got to focus on winning and being very successful. It's like if you're very, very good or you're like so shitty it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we can just try this out. Who cares?
I know they have fucking Hoyer as their backup, who sucked, but he's like a veteran, so he comes in for like 2 games, but that like you're good with Hoyer for like 2 games, and then you're pretty much fucked after that.
I feel like it's any backup quarterback in the NFL, unless it's Foles.
Yeah, I love how that happens. Like when the Patriots had Garoppolo, they had like probably one of the top backups, and then they left, and then all sports radio talked about was like, oh, what if Brady goes down? It's like, I didn't know that every team has like, Aaron Rodgers is like a backup. So they come in and they're just like golden. It's like every team is fucked unless you have a guy who's like a starter, like a Garoppolo or a Foles. Yeah.
But I think that's becoming the trend now because not to go back to the 18-game schedule, but quarterbacks are going to get hurt. You need a backup who can play now. It's not like back in the day where you could have some scrub backup that wears a hat and headphones or headset and it's like, just calling in plays. You need like a capable backup now. Because odds are that guy's going to play at some point during the year.
Yeah, Patriots drafted. So they drafted Etling last year. And now they drafted Jared Stidham in the fourth round.
Isn't he LSU too?
Auburn.
Okay. How much of a fucking athlete are you that you can go to the NFL and you're like an NFL caliber quarterback, and they're like, oh yeah, you can also be an NFL caliber wide receiver?
Well, he's barely an NFL caliber quarterback. He's in the 7th round, and then
drafted to the NFL to play quarterback, and then they're like, hey, you can probably play wide receiver now too.
Everyone put all his measurables on compared to Edelman. They're like, oh, he did like the 3-cone, 2 seconds faster, and he's even better. And it's like, no. He's like slower 40 time, like all this other shit, it's like.
And if he was black, nobody would be saying anything.
No.
It's literally just because he's another white guy that they're trying to make a wide receiver.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Patriots. What's amazing is they see how they can use guys. I mean, it helps you have Brady where you like have no, most teams have a quarterback. Most teams have a quarterback and you're not like, okay, we got to worry about this guy, really.
Yeah, I mean, he's what, the third, fourth string quarterback?
Say that again?
Is he the third or fourth string quarterback?
Well, he'd be the third string. He was on, injured reserve all year last year, but he's not going to play. They have Hoyer. So, yeah, he was third string.
Yeah, and
what are they going to do now? Just cut him? They don't want to just cut the guy, So they're like, okay, let's see what he can do. People are saying he can play tight end.
Roster now. You have Edelman, Demarius, Inman, the kid you got from Arizona State, Dorsett. Like, why are they moving into wide receiver? You have plenty of, I would say that's a pretty solid wide receiver core right there.
I'm surprised. Are you serious? Or are you fucking around?
You think that's a bad wide receiver core?
I think it's not horrible, but it's not, star-studded. It's not, really good. I mean, just look at their core last year. They had Hogan. That was it. You had Edelman, Hogan.
Demarius and Harry, I feel like, are big upgrades. Harry's
a really big upgrade. Demarius, though, dude, he's coming off Achilles, and he's 32.
I mean, it could be a lot worse.
If he makes the roster, Dorsett, I think will be decent, a decent third, fourth. Harry, I think, will be good. He seems like, I don't know, everyone flips out. They're like, oh yeah, he's going to be amazing because he's a first-round pick, but
yeah. Put him in the slot between.
Inman could be okay. They have this dude from Washington. Do you have it's still up there?
Their depth chart, yeah. I'm looking at
it's Harris or something.
Maurice Harris.
Yeah, he's a typical Patriots, but you're like, who the fuck is this guy? He played for Washington for 4 years, and he'll come in and he'd have 10 catches in the first game. Inman, it's he had a few good games with the Chargers and stuff, but you're like,
yeah,
okay.
In 2016 he catches almost 60 balls and has 800 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's good, but he's a solid fourth wide receiver.
I mean, the thing about it though, in NFL, you want Alshon Jeffries, you want Deshaun Jackson, you want Julio Jones,
yeah,
you look at the Patriots roster. If you look at the Patriots roster, you're like, who the fuck are any of these guys?
I wouldn't say that. I think most people know Edelman and Thomas.
Yeah,
and Harry. And by the end of the year, I guarantee you, Harry's going to be a
well-known. I think if he stays healthy, I don't see any reason why he can't be good, unless he's just a horrible player.
Yeah. So my point is, why convert this kid to a wide receiver? Why not a tight end? Who the fuck is a tight end for the Patriots? They have anybody at tight end?
They were talking about that, but he's a little too small. But yeah, he's Ben Watson's gonna be tight end, and Matt Lacoste and Steven Anderson, which have really generic players play for you. It's what you create in
Wear alligator shirts, Lacoste.
That was good. All right. Anyways,
who's Ben Watson? I mean, I know the name, but he's been in the league forever.
Patriots drafted him in 2004, dude. He's so old.
Yeah, he's old.
He retired, and then they were like, "Come back," and he's like, "Yeah, sure." But then he got suspended. He got suspended for 4 games, of course, because he retired, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck around." And then they're like, "Oh, come back." So he got suspended for 4 games.
Jesus Christ! Of course. He's had some
there's another move. I mean, they'll be good. It's the Patriots, I mean, they have such a good backfield too.
I mean, yes, they'll be good until they're not. That's the problem. It's like people are going to keep saying that
like really
be
great
fine,
prediction.
be fine.
Well, to me, that's the story of training camp. I haven't heard shit, but they're like, oh, you looked good in 7-on-7s, or this guy like sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I watched like the live stream of Eagles practices, like start to finish every day at work.
Are
So
you fucking kidding me?
yeah, 100% kidding.
Totally kidding. I wouldn't be surprised though.
No, I mean, I don't know what to say about Eagles camp. It's like you said, they're a very good team and everything's kind of set. Their defensive back situation's a little like murky right now. Somebody got hurt the other day, but I don't know what the battles really are. I think it's fine. I am curious to see how like Sudfeld does in preseason because you are worried about Wentz. But if Wentz goes down, the season's over anyway, unless Sudfeld turns into Nick Foles again. But turns into
should have kept Foles. Should have traded Wentz. Could have gotten like 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, okay, that's what El Prez says. I'm pretty sure that I guarantee it now on this podcast. Foles is not going to have a good year down in Jacksonville.
No, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't have a good year with the Eagles.
He would have
for the next 3 years.
Yeah, or you get 10 more with Wentz.
Well, if he never stays healthy, then you're not gonna get anything.
I'd rather risk that. At least you got the Super Bowl, so you're like, all right, now let's see if Wentz can do it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Anything else? Training camp. So like, I just saw a headline that Tyreek Hill said he punched his son because he was trying to prepare him to like box for boxing.
It's so stupid.
So he punched his kid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Except we drafting him in the first round in fantasy this year.
Is he suspended? He's not, right?
No, they didn't suspend him at all. Oh, and speaking of suspended wide receivers, Patriots could get Josh Gordon back too.
Oh, fuck Josh Gordon. Yeah, that'll work out well. Like the one game before he gets suspended again. You really want Josh fucking Gordon?
He's gonna come back.
That guy's
that'll be ridiculous.
That'll be ridiculous. Got all the talent in the world. And
if he did come back and play the whole season, I mean, he's not gonna play for like week 1 because the NFL makes no sense. How about you suspend a guy for like smoking weed for like years and they'll let him do anything for like Tyreek Hill?
All right. Well, what will be more? The amount of games that Josh Gordon plays or the amount of games that Carson Wentz misses?
Ooh.
Wait, how many games is Gordon suspended for? 4 or 8?
It's indefinite.
Ooh, that is a good one then, because he can come back at any time.
Yeah, they haven't said it. But he was suspended last year for, it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks until the playoffs. So he's already been suspended for 4 games.
Yeah. I just needed.
So what did you say? What was the line that you said?
So more games missed by Wentz or more games played by Gordon?
I say more games played by Gordon. I think you got to take that. That's the easy one.
So how many games do you think he plays?
I think he plays at least 4 games.
Do you think Wentz misses a month, at least?
No, I think he misses less than a month. I think Wentz only misses like 2 or 3 weeks, but I think Gordon will play more. He'll play at least 4 weeks. So I don't think Wentz will miss 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So I said what was more? So
Gordon, Gordon's more.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I said how many will he play? Was how many will he miss? Okay. So you think more?
Yeah, well, I don't think Wentz will miss. Wentz will miss a week or 2 probably. I would think.
But week 17 doesn't count. Like if they're already like clinched. So I'm saying
that's fine. Injury. Oh yeah, let's put it down. So I said 4. I said, well, how about you?
I say Gordon more, but I'm just trying to.
How many games do you think he's going to play?
Gordon?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. There's literally no news whatsoever. Like no one knows anything.
No one ever knows anything. It's always like this with Gordon.
But they showed him like playing catch with like Brady, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, he's back!"
Yeah. The thing is, these guys, like especially like somebody like Brady, they know the playbook so well at this point. It's just like second nature to them. Like they could just do it blind. Yeah. They could put a blindfold on, which they've done before. Like he just like he'll show up and boom, he's like right back into like a group.
Yeah.
He's known that playbook for like 20 years now.
Yeah. Well, no, it's definitely changed a lot, but yeah.
It's changed, but the basics are still there. It's still Belichick at the end of the day.
Yeah, he knows more how to read. Like the playbook's changed a shit ton, dude. From when 2001, offenses in 2001 were not even close to what they're doing now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like a Belichick led offense. Like he knows what's gonna be. He
Like the
knows
terminology and
the
stuff. Yeah,
terminology
like
and everything. Yeah, he's got a big foundation to build on.
Josh Gordon X Factor for 2019. How about you make a really easy like piece to write?
Which we like on some like ABC show, X Factor.
He played 11 games last year.
Yeah, I say he plays at least 6 this year.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Who knows, man? That's crazy. Anyway, I hope he comes back because he was a beast. And even though he's a lot older, like he's going to be 30. No, he's 28.
Yeah, 28, but there's not much
He's still in his
mileage.
prime.
Yeah. And he's barely played.
I hope he comes back. That'll be sick.
Last year, I feel like all he did was catch like one ball for 70 yards and a touchdown. He'd be like, "Where's Josh Gordon?" the entire game, and then out of nowhere, he'd be like, "Oh, there he is." He just caught like a huge touchdown. Like, he never showed up out of nowhere. He'd be like, "Oh, there he is."
Pretty much. I think he had like 2 games out of 11 games. I think only 2 of them were like really good. Like when you're like, "Oh shit," he like caught like a shit ton of passes. But yeah, like his first game, I think he had 1 catch. But that was his first game, so I kind of expected. But all right, let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go. What else? Deshaun Jackson. Who's the number 1? He's not going to be number 2. He's number 2 on.
He'll probably play in the slot. I mean, you probably have Alshon and Aguilar, and then play Deshaun.
I thought they hated Aguilar. They wanted to get rid of him.
They wanted to trade him. I mean, it's a love-hate with Aguilar. I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone. Like I thought that
he was rumored for the Patriots.
He's a good receiver. He's just very inconsistent. I'm just bringing up his. And they also got the kid from Stanford, Whiteside, who's supposed to be like a good. They sucked in the red zone last year, so he's there to like boost the red zone a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Eagles have been terrible in the red zone like the past couple of years. I mean, granted they won a Super Bowl, so it's hard to like be like, oh, they fucking suck. But they struggled in the red zone a little bit, so they brought in this big kid from Stanford to kind of be a red zone target. Aguilar the last 2 years has had 60 catches and 750 yards. He's been like an okay.
That's fine. He's like a number 3 guy, slot guy, right?
Yeah, I mean he's really like the number 2, but the Eagles have Ertz, so he really is like a 3. Like Ertz broke the record for tight end catch last year. So Ertz is really he's probably your first target. And then you have Alshon, and they just have so many weapons. Whiteside's going to be there. Deshaun's there. Aguilar's there. They just pass it around. They spread it around.
Yeah.
They have a shit ton of guys in the backfield, too. They have Jordan Howard now, Clement.
He kind of sucked last year. So I wonder if yeah, it'd be like super old.
Ridiculous, but he's back.
They have Howard, Clement, and Sproles. They still have like Anderson or whatever his name was.
They drafted this kid from Penn State, Miles Sanders, who's probably
Sandusky.
Like yeah. Would you like pedophiles whipping kids in the shower? Miles Sanders is a backup. He's pretty good. They said he's like one of the best running backs in the draft. So he's
of course he was.
Yeah.
Literally every player that was drafted was like really good for that team.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. They're always like that. That's how draft works. Like all the players in like the first or second round are probably among the best at their position in the draft, and then it's just a crapshoot if they pan out. Like the talent.
But then like the Eagles got him, and it's like, oh, good pickup. But if it like, the Browns got him, you'd be like, I don't know about this guy. Like why would they draft him?
You don't follow the Browns, but then like he emerges, and you're like, oh shit, this guy's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know who Miles Sanders is unless the Eagles drafted him. But he's supposed to be good. He's going to be their number, I want to say, like, 1A. Because Howard's really, like, he's going to split time with Howard.
Yeah.
They've got so many backs. They got Corey Clement. It's ridiculous.
It's all about the running backs being the RBB, the RBBC.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know if Jordan Howard's that good. Like, I know he's a solid running back.
He had a good rookie year that everyone is just like, he's really good. And then he, like, pretty much sucked after that. And, like, you just keep going back. He's still only, like, 25 or whatever, so.
I mean, he had first 2 years.
I'm sure he'll be good.
1,300 and 1,100 his first 2 years. And then last year, he was a little under that.
Yeah.
he can't catch for shit. So like he's not going to be like a receiver out of the backfield, but
Yeah,
he'll be good.
you know it's coming. All right, yeah. Anything else from camp?
No, not really.
Excited for Broncos, Falcons.
All right, if you are
So excited for the Hall of Fame game.
You're not going out of your way to watch it, obviously. We're not going to watch probably a second combined of that game. But if you're home by yourself, like right now, do you put that game on?
Yeah, I would put it on.
Yeah, okay. I think I agree. I wouldn't if I was like totally bored, I would put it on. But it would have to be like, I didn't even know the game was on.
Actually,
No, but it would be in the background, and you would not pay attention.
I don't know. I might actually. No, you know what? My first reaction was to put it on, so I probably would. But then I would turn it off and be like, okay, this is like, who the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than watching preseason when it's not your team and it's like scrubs in, and you're like, there's no point of even me watching this. It's like not even NFL.
I'd put like a show on after that.
Yeah.
By the way, I started that Bodyguard on Netflix. Have you watched that?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Really good.
Bodyguard on Netflix?
It's actor who played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He won the Emmy for the show Bodyguard.
Shit, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really good. Good first episode pilot. So.
All right, next week we'll discuss Bodyguard. I'll watch an episode.
Yeah.
I'm watching this really popular show now too called Friends.
What the fuck?
I never saw it. My friend convinced me to watch it. So
Are you serious?
I've never seen Friends. I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm like, shit, Jennifer Aniston looks like she's got to be like 30. And I'm like, oh my God, this was 1994. She's like even. 25.
Yeah.
She's 25. She looks so young. I've never seen it. I always watch like Seinfeld. No interest in watching Friends. So I'm like, all right.
Do you enjoy it?
There's 240 episodes. There's no way I'm gonna ever finish
ridiculous. It. So ridiculous.
Like I'm just not gonna continue. I'll continue to watch for a little bit, but I'm probably gonna like lose interest because I'm not gonna just watch 10 seasons of a show that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah, how much was really like horrible like female shows?
Did you watch Friends when it was on?
I never watched it. Like if they were like I'd randomly watch episodes. Like if it was because like you were on like it was on the TV like at home. You didn't have like a choice.
Yeah.
I didn't I never kept up with it. I had no idea the storylines or anything like that. I think like my sister watched it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I'm giving it a shot.
I mean, you obviously knew about it. It was super popular when we were kids.
I just feel like you were either Seinfeld or Friends. I think they were on like around the same time. So you were just like you picked and choose which one you watched.
I never got into either of them. I mean, I watched all of Seinfeld like when I was a little older. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, you're too young when the show was on to really get it. But like, I feel like that they were like rivals.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were like competing shows. It was like Friends or
I just remember maybe I have to find this video. The intro song, ding 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 ding. Doing that. Yeah. I remember making a music video like that when I was a kid to that song.
Oh my god! Next week we're gonna air that video.
I gotta find that.
Merc Chandler.
Would you have like orgies, like just have like incest with like all your roommates who like you just keep dating each other?
You have biggest sex in the fountain, relax, like public water, like fucking in the fountain, in the middle of a park.
Like, would you have like super nice ass apartment like New York City? No, it's is it New York or it's...
Yeah, it's New York.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's like a really nice apartment with like this huge balcony. You're like, okay, definitely not.
Like skylights.
Yeah, giant kitchen. You're like, no way. Anyway,
more normal. They go to the other guy's house who has like a regular apartment. The neighbor. That's where. Yeah, I don't know. They have no job. Just go to the coffee shop like all the time.
Yeah, I didn't know you could afford like a $3,000 a month apartment working at like Central Perk. Like $12 an hour.
Oh, by the way, we'll touch on this quickly. I've been watching the Last Chance U, Dream U.
Oh, we got to talk about this actually. I
haven't finished it yet. It's actually I hated it. Okay, so we'll just quick intro.
Listening.
Huh?
I'm listening.
Okay, how about you just walk away from the podcast? Like you fucking use all this fucking time.
I'm trying to get my water. Hang on.
Oh my god.
All right,
anyways, Last Chance U. It's a Netflix show. It follows a JUCO college, JEWCO college.
Jews.
that it's like kids that go to D1 school to play sports in college, but they have terrible grades from high school, or they don't even make it to D1. Well, usually they're all in D1.
Fuck up on a D1. No, some of them like made it to a D1 program and they just fucked up. They got kicked off.
Some of them made it and fucked up. Some of them like needed time to get their grades up. Anyways, it's like super fuck up. It's on its fourth season. I missed last season. I completely didn't even know it was on. But anyway, I started watching it, and these kids are like ultimate fuck ups. They're in fucking Kansas, which is insane.
Dude, that one coach is like living in a prison cell with like his wife.
It's in the dorm. It's a dorm. But yeah, it's like
so
brick,
bad.
like concrete brick everywhere. Mm-hmm. And the head coach is like, hey, he's actually got it pretty good. He's living with his family on campus. Doesn't have to do anything. It's like, how about you like treat your like employees like shit? Make them live on campus. Give them like a real house.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's
just, I mean, the other seasons were in
Mississippi, East Mississippi.
But
last year was here.
I don't know. Mississippi seems better than Kansas. I've never been to either state, but at least. Huh?
You missed last season, right?
Yeah, but it's the same team.
Right. I mean, it's just like 2 seasons in a row, and you're like, I don't know how people live in this town.
At least Mississippi is like next to other states and cities that are like relevant. Kansas, that'd be horrible.
Dude, it looks so fucking bad.
Like one guy's like, yeah, I have to like leave. Like I can't stay here. He's like the one player that grew up. Chance.
Chance. Yeah.
The one white guy.
Yeah, Chance.
Chase? It's not Chase. It's Chance. The quarterback's Chance. Or the quarterback's Chase.
What's that kid's name? Nice or something? The
No.
kid.
Anyways, it's pretty hilarious. So I just watched the episode. Well, spoilers. If you haven't watched it, spoilers. But anyways, you watched the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just fell to 1-4.
Yeah. It's a total
like,
shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that the one where they... Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I just watched the very beginning episode. They just show that they lost, like, very quickly, that they lost, and that's it. But they kicked, like, Malik off the team, and they're like, yeah, fuck that guy. The coach, and I like the coach in the beginning, but now I see, like, he is not disciplined whatsoever, and he just fucks around, and they don't take him, like, they have no discipline. He calls it. He's like, "Yeah, you motherfuckers, we're gonna get some pussy and shit like that." And it's like, okay, like, how would you like be a coach instead of like trying to be like their best friend? Like, I can see being a player's coach, but you also have to be serious. Like, they're fucking around at practice all the time. I mean,
the thing is that with this season, they won the conference championship last year. They had this great season, and when they started losing this year, and they dropped to 1-4. You're like, what's the point of watching this anymore? Like, they just suck. This might have been the best season because it was such a massive shit show.
Yeah.
Like, it was a total disaster. I don't know if Brown's a bad coach. I think the players this season especially were just like, they were like smoking. They were partying before games. They didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, they showed that. You totally knew that was going to be bad. When I saw that whole episode, they showed him partying.
Yeah, before like a huge game. It's like they don't take him seriously. Like he's trying. I don't know if he's a good coach. I don't know the tactics that well. Like I'm not watching tape, so I don't know if he's that good of a coach. I think that shows.
Oh, why not? How about you like be a shitty fan and don't watch tape?
Yeah,
Last chance you.
Last chance you. ICC tape. I'm like, oh shit, they're in a nickel package in the juice set. I think they just let him down. They're just pieces of shit. Like nobody on that team is like trying. At least in past seasons, there were guys who were like, I fucked up. I'm trying to get better. This season, they're all just
I think that comes from the coach too. Like the coach had to be a hard ass because they're such fucking horrible kids.
But he tries. He's trying to be a hard ass.
Not really though. Like I feel like it's not as much.
Like what do you want him to do? I think he's pretty tough.
I don't think
they just don't take him seriously.
I don't think he's that tough. Like fucking Jay Jones or whatever his name was, he took him out after like one play, the safety, and then Jay Jones wouldn't go back in the game, and he's like, "Fuck him, cut him, like drive him his ass home." We're like, "Yeah, fuck him, fucking cut him, right? Like cut him, like be a man of your word, you know."
Well, you'll see. I mean,
yeah,
he's gonna start. The thing is, just play Malik. He's so stubborn. It's like I know Malik's being a bitch, but if you're gonna bring him back on the team, play him. You would have won some of those games.
Well, yeah, but that's the first thing that he fucked up on. He brought him back. Like,
should have.
Of course, he's gonna play him. No, he never should have brought him back. No.
But all these kids are so talented, and they're just like, oh, I'll graduate. I don't give a shit. It's like they have no work ethic.
No, they know they're not going to graduate. They know they don't think they're going to play in the NFL, which is ridiculous.
Right. They're just so delusional. They're just like, oh, the school doesn't matter. It's like, do you realize where you are? There's just no. You saw about Bobby Bruce too.
I'm glad they got rid of him. He was so annoying.
Just like robbing one of the. It's like
they don't care. They don't care. They're just like, yeah, I don't care.
It's like in the past seasons, there were guys you would root for, and you were like, I hope these guys like make it. And then
a couple guys like Chance, like they got the guy Chance, like he's a backup.
He's just like a white country boy though. Like he's not going to do it. He's not going to go to anything.
Ah!
He's not like a guy trying to. He's just trying to get an education and go play like football at like some D2 level. You know, he's not. He came in with like wanting to be there. You know, he was like, I want to play here.
Yeah.
He's not like King who like has all the talent, or like Jay Jones who got kicked off like a D1 team or Malik. You know.
They have him. They follow him so much, and he doesn't even play that much. Like they didn't know he's like a backup. The other D end is like much better than him.
Yeah, who committed to Georgia out of nowhere, and then they just never show him again. It's why did they not talk about that? One day he's like
the best player. He's the number one player in the league.
So like, is he not playing anymore? They never addressed that. Like, I don't even know if he was still out there anymore.
No, he flipped out on the defensive coach, and he's like, "Why the fuck is he on the bench? He's the best player in the league. He should be playing like every play." And then they never talked about him again.
Yeah, they never discussed it. And also, like,
I feel bad for that defensive coach and his family though, because they're like, "We want to live in California," and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I moved you to
fucking Kansas."
Kansas.
Like, thank God those kids are too young to realize like the situation they're in, because like that is just awful. The whole team is dysfunctional. Like that trainer, like people get concussion. She's like, "Oh, can you hear me? Can you see? All right, you're good." And she just like throws them back in the game. Like she doesn't.
I feel like it's kind of a tough spot. I kind of feel bad for her. You know, those guys need to play, and the coach is going to be like, "I don't give a shit." Like, put him back in. You know. I hear what you're saying. I think it's you damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
Well, yeah. Look at King saying that. Like, remember, has he told that story about where he broke his leg in high school?
He's injured all the time. Yeah, he hasn't done any surgery.
Yeah, football's insane in that way. Like, I don't. Do you think you would have that ethic as a pro player, where like you broke your leg? Not a pro, because obviously you're getting paid. In like college,
no.
You think in like college you like break your leg and be like, I'm just gonna go back out there and keep playing?
Am I like have potential to be like go to the NFL or no?
No, because if you have potential to go to the NFL, I get why you'd be playing. I'm saying like you're just like a good college player.
Because I know I have like other options. Like these kids have no option. Like they're gonna go back to the ghetto if they.
Which is so sad, because they could do other shit, and they just like they think football is like their only option.
Yeah, they could. That's the thing, and they have options in college. Like you can get grades, you can meet people,
and the teachers are working with them too, which is like so frustrating. They still don't care.
Yeah.
But like Bobby Bruce in calculus class, they might as well be speaking like Chinese. Like, what the fuck is Bobby Bruce doing in calc? Or like have this guy write a 20-page paper. When you pause the show to read his paper, you're like, okay, like you can't even write a sentence.
I heard them talking to KD. They have to write 1 page a week. It's like 20 weeks, and then she's like, "What is this paper even about?" And he's just like, "Football."
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick.
And she reads it, and it's like, what? Like they can't even write like a paper.
Yeah,
like one page.
1 page a week. Think about that. Like that's nothing. That's like a paragraph a day. Not even. It's not like you're writing your thesis for your PhD here. It's like you have 20 weeks to write a 20-page paper.
He's writing about football too.
Which like I don't. Maybe you can explain this, but how do they understand such complicated plays? How can they learn playbooks, like be so well versed in football?
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
And they can't like read. They can't. It's like if Coach Brown changed the whole playbook, they would have it memorized in like a week. They would figure it out. So like I don't get. They have the ability and they just don't care. Because like learning a playbook's not easy, especially at that level. Like I'm sure Brown has a pretty. It's not NFL level. It's not D1 level, but I'm sure it's like a pretty intense playbook. And yet they'll learn it and they know it.
I feel that is because from when they're young, they really like football. So you remember things that you really like, right? Like when you're growing up. And they could care less about, like, they couldn't care less about school, like at all. so they didn't retain anything. So they only think about football. That's literally all they think about because they just do nothing. Like I don't think they work or anything. You know, I mean, they ever talk about having jobs or anything?
No, that's the other thing too. Like they're not on
So they
scholarship
literally do
out
nothing.
there.
Like they don't use their brain. I mean, that's what school is like kind of for in that way. It's like teaches you to do things you don't want to do and like study and those types of things. And when you haven't cared for like 18, 19, 20 years, it's hard to like all of a sudden care, I think.
But they're so close to their dream. Like some of these kids, like you talk about King, and you look at like these guys who are like have potential to get a D1 scholarship.
Yeah.
And all they're asking of them, like if you're recruiting King, right? Like King wanted to go to Texas Tech or Texas A&M. So if I'm a recruiter from Texas A&M, all you're asking is that they graduate. You're not even asking for like a 2.0 or 2.5. So basically, they just have to get D minuses. They just have to just not fail.
Yeah.
Minimal effort, and they just can't. They still can't do it because they just don't care. It's like even when they just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're just like so oblivious to this. So
okay, so is this a problematic show because they're so stupid and it pisses you off, but you want to watch because they're so fucking stupid?
I don't
like
think they're stupid. I think they're just like.
Well, I think a lot of them are really fucking dumb.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, they are, but they're smart enough to get D's and graduate. They're smart enough to just like the teachers are working with them too. That's the other thing. Like the teachers are trying to help them. Look how much work that like Maidash or the English teacher like put into helping that kid write a paper. It's like if you just give like a 40%, 30% effort, you're going to graduate, and then you're going to go and you're going to get to pick your school and you're going to be fine. It's like they don't even want to give like a 10% effort. They're just like, oh, I got to write a fucking page a week now. Fuck this. Or like, I got to sit in theater class. The one kid was failing like I forget what it was. He was failing like some ridiculous class. It was like I don't even know. It was like a class that you could pass without even like showing up.
Yeah.
They just don't care. It's so frustrating to watch.
Yeah. Who knows? I hear you, but that's why I think you want to watch it because you're fucking annoyed.
Because it's a total shit show. That's why we want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because like it's a total disaster.
All right, let's do futures.
All right, here we go. Got to plug it in. My laptop's dying here. All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go.
So you want to explain this a little bit? Like we did futures last year. We picked.
You explain it. My throat's fucking. I'm losing liquids here.
All right. I'll take over for a little bit. So last year we decided to throw a couple future bets down, with the idea being that whatever we won, we would throw in the Super Bowl. I think we did pretty successful. We profited last year.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Yeah, we made money last year. So we talked about doing it again this year, and figured it might be a good idea to run through some of these over-unders on the podcast.
Yeah,
maybe do it a little Bill Simmons style where
Jesus Christ. Beep. We're going to bleep that out.
Well, inspired by where I will give you a team. We're not going to go through every.
I didn't know like one person was only allowed to do like futures.
We talk
about like black rappers.
Do you want me to just kind of like pick teams that I think could be a bet? Because we're not going to go through every team right now.
Yeah, we should do that. Let's go through every single team.
All right, go through every team. All right, Arizona Cardinals.
No, let's do. I don't know. You tell me. You just give out. Give out a couple that you think will be decent.
All right, so I'm gonna go through. This is alphabetical order, so I'm just gonna go until I find one.
All right, I got one here. I'll do this one start, and you think?
Yeah, if you got one, go for it.
Offensive. Well, no, hold on. Actually.
Oh! You're doing not over under for wins. I'm doing win totals here. You're doing just.
Yeah, I'm doing some other stuff. Yeah, I'm doing some other props. MVP, regular season MVP.
You want me to tell you who I think could win it, or like how should I?
How about this? How about you give me top 3 of what you think, and then I'll kind of go through, and then we'll just kind of gauge, see if we think it's like decent bet.
Top 3. I don't think he's in the top 3, but I think if he's healthy, Gurley could be great value. He's probably way down the list, but I think if he was healthy, like he's an MVP caliber player. Top
So you got
three.
Gurley. This is regular season MVP.
Um,
Jesus
it's gonna be
Christ. I have
quarterbacks.
no idea. Yeah,
What?
okay, let's go. Give me some names.
I'm thinking.
Oh my God.
I mean, Mahomes has got to be up there.
Okay, Jesus Christ. It's about time.
I mean, he's got to be close to the top.
He's number one.
Okay. I don't really know
Everyone's.
quarterback wise. Like Aaron
You'll
Rodgers.
never guess who number two. You'll never guess who number two is.
Is it Wentz? No.
Yeah. Yes.
Wentz is number two?
But he's tied with Luck and Rodgers.
Luck. That's an interesting one. Like a year ago, they were writing that guy off. He's now the second in MVP voted.
So Mahomes is plus 600. So that means you bet
600 to win
bet
100.
600 to win $100. Bet like $6 to win $1, essentially.
No, bet $1 to win 6.
I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, $1 to win 6.
Where's Baker
Luck,
on?
and then Luck is 900, Wentz 900, Rodgers 900, Baker 1200, fourth.
And where's Brady?
Right behind it, tied with Breeze at 1400.
Wow, Andrew Luck. That's crazy.
And Gurley's all the way down at 31 plus 5,000.
Oh, I would take that in a second. If he's healthy, 500 to 1 odds.
They're really down on that knee.
50 to 1 odds. Sorry, 50 to 1 odds.
Trubisky's higher. Phillip Rivers, Garoppolo, Deshaun Watson, Goff, Lamar Jackson's higher.
No way. Then
wait, okay.
No. There's no way Lamar Jackson is higher. Well, Lamar Jackson could have a big year because he's a starter now in Baltimore.
Yeah, dude.
Lamar
Jackson
plus
3,300. Lamar Jackson 3,300. Saquon 5,000. Kamara 5,000. McCaffrey 5,000. All the running backs are 5,000.
See, Saquon's another one. Like I guess because it's very quarterback heavy. Who was the last non-quarterback to win MVP? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
not gonna happen, dude.
I'm looking this up. I'm trying to think who was the last non-quarterback to win. Oh, Rich Gannon. Yeah.
All right. I seriously think you got to think about best value. Wentz is probably decent value, plus 900.
Wentz is definitely value.
Even Mahomes probably is a good bet too, plus 600.
So I'm just looking to see who was the last non-quarterback because maybe it's
because these go down to Mahomes will be minus 200 it come week 4.
Wow. Adrian Peterson was the last one, 2012. Since then, it's gone Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Brady or somebody, and then Mahomes.
Yeah.
Give me a quarterback.
Flacco.
I would throw money on any of those quarterbacks, and you're going to get a great return.
Yeah, we definitely got to think about that. That's huge. Those are huge numbers.
I would probably pass on Mahomes and Luck and throw money on Wentz and Brady at plus 1,200.
Yeah, I think that's good too. And Breeze,
Rodgers at plus 800. I feel like these guys are so. The odds are it's probably going to be a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not somebody's going to come out of nowhere. I feel like one of those guys is definitely going to win.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right.
I think we definitely got to look at that.
All right, I got some over-unders here.
Should we do what do you call them? When you pick 3 things and they have to happen, or 2 things?
The only a parlay.
Mm-hmm.
They pay out huge, but they pay out huge because it's so hard to win. For all 3 to hit. What would you do? MVP, win total? That's not a bad idea. See, I would do that. Parlay, okay, do we like these win totals? If we really like them, then those are just the foundation, right? 2 win totals, and then we can go on a bunch of quarterbacks on top of that. Yeah. Those would pay out huge. So, I mean, I can.
Let's do some win totals. Give me.
Sorry, I just want to figure out
the most wins. Are you looking at wins?
I want to figure out what. If we got a second here, I want to figure out what. I'll do this later because I can't find it. Yeah, I'm going to do NFL win. I was trying to figure out what the payout would be for 110, and plus 900.
How about you do the calculations later? Let's go back to the wins. Let's do some more content stuff.
Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. So win totals. I'm just gonna run through it.
No, give me. So you have it up, right? So this is most wins.
This is the over. This is the projected total. So you have to tell me. I'm gonna ask you the team. You tell me what you think the
Oh,
total.
okay, sure, okay.
This is what we bet last year. So we'll probably pick a couple of these. So Patriots are the first one. So what do you think their win total is?
11.5.
It's 11.
It's plus over and under 11.
Over under 11. Yeah.
I'd take over that for sure this year.
I think I would take over too. Kansas City Chiefs. This is one that I
Is it
actually
going to
really
be
like. We're going to take this
12
because
and a half?
Okay. 10.5.
Oh, well, yeah, I'd probably still take that. The Chargers will be good, but Denver stinks. Oakland, yeah. I guess they're thinking about a competitive West.
It's going to be better.
They're thinking about a competitive West, yeah.
This is actually set up pretty well. I like these teams. They actually organized it. They prioritized some of the better teams. LA Rams.
They're probably 10.5.
Yep, 10.5.
Yeah.
I think I would take the over on that.
I feel like they're due for regression, but yeah, who's in that division? Seattle, San Francisco, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think about that. Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Hello.
Uh-oh. It's our first guest. We'll skip Colts. All right. Philadelphia Eagles.
Give me some more. Eagles. Okay, yeah.
We'll go back after this one. I'm just going.
10.
10, exactly. Yeah. I think
I'm fucking good at this shit.
I think I would go over. It's a little biased.
Probably, but the Giants are going to be horrendous. The Giants would be the worst team in the NFL.
Redskins are going to be terrible.
Redskins will be terrible. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then Cowboys. Yeah, I mean Cowboys will be
Cowboys
okay.
Will be competitive.
They'll be okay. Yeah, they won't be like. Yeah, they definitely go. I'd take over on that for sure.
All right, LA Chargers.
9.5.
My God, are you looking at this? Yeah, 9.5.
No, I swear to God, I'm not looking at it.
9.5. Yeah, you got it right on the nose. 9.5. I have no feeling on that one actually. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
They're always so inconsistent. Either Rivers is having an MVP year, or they're totally irrelevant.
Yes.
They lose so many games too by a point. So you have no idea what the Chargers. I'm gonna skip ahead here. This is one that I really think we got to bet on because a lot of people are taking the over on this, and I think we should probably take the under. Cleveland Browns.
Everyone's sucking their dick, dude. They're gonna.
Yeah.
I saw a headline. They're gonna be Super Bowl contenders.
So the under here has good value. It's plus 105. 100 to win 105.
8 wins.
9.
Yeah, I'd probably take the under. It's so hard. You get so biased because there's so much media coverage of them.
Mm-hmm. My gut says they probably win 10.
I think we avoid them.
I think we avoid them too.
Way too unpredictable.
I would want to bet the over.
New coach, new team, everything's new. Yeah. It's too unpredictable,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
They're probably 10.
12.5.
Oh. I would take under on that.
I'm kidding.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
They're 9.
Yeah, that's what I say, 10? Yeah.
9. I don't know. I have no feel on the Steelers either.
We got Bengals and Ravens. Yeah, it's a tough division. I think we do Patriots, Eagles again. We got to do that. But those are also a lot easier. Patriots division's terrible.
Dolphins. Yeah, over 11 for the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, when they got Dolphins, Bills, Jets, they're all not good.
Kansas City Chiefs over 10.5. Rams over 10.5.
Yes.
I like those two as well. Eagles over 10. Yeah, I like that.
Eagles over 10. Yes, I would definitely take that. How about low? What are the worst? Let me think about the worst teams. Arizona, it's probably 5.
The worst. There's Arizona is 5 and Miami is 5.
Oh yeah, Miami. Miami's probably worse. I would go under on Miami. Rookie coach, no quarterback.
Yeah, and Arizona with Kyler Murray, I don't know what to expect there at all. Still got David Johnson. They have weapons. They could win.
Yeah,
they're not going to win 6 games, are they?
No. Bengals, yeah, they'll win more than 5 games.
Giants 6.
I'd
I
take
would
under on
take the
that.
under on that one.
Let's take under on that because I would love to hate that.
Yeah,
Love to hate the Giants.
that would be great.
Okay, yeah, let's do under on the
They're
Giants.
winning
That's for
6
sure.
games.
No way they win 6 games. We should put these in now because they're gonna change as soon as like someone gets injured or like some news comes out. They're gonna change them completely.
All right, we'll have to get these in.
This is our best value.
Trying to go through some other Jacksonville.
No,
San Francisco
too unpredictable.
are tied.
Too unpredictable.
Yeah, but what do you think their win total is? Them and San Francisco. I think San Fran's a little high. Why are they so? What?
7.
They're both 8.
Yeah. Because Jacksonville, they sucked last year, but they almost went to the Super Bowl the year before. So you can't like pick a team like that. You have no idea what they're going to be. Same thing with San Fran. Garoppolo hasn't played a whole year. You don't know.
Yeah, Jacksonville will be better with Foles, but like.
Yeah, but it's too much of a risk factor. We're going to minimize the risk here. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. Saints. What about the Saints? What are they at?
They are. What do you think?
11.5.
10.5. Nobody's above 10.5 except for New England. New England's 11. Then Kansas City, LA, New Orleans are at 10.5. The Colts and the Eagles are at 10.
What about Green Bay?
Green Bay is 9. It's a big tie with 9. Dallas, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, Cleveland, Chicago.
I think we look at the Saints too.
Chargers are at 9.5.
I think we look at the Saints.
I don't know if the Saints win 11. I mean, Breeze is he 40 now?
Almost, but dude, they're stacked. They're stacked. And like Tampa sucks. Carolina and the Falcons, they kind of suck too. You know, 7 and 9. They're such like a mediocre team, you know.
I don't know. Cam and
Saints, they were
like
2 years so close to going to the Super Bowl. 2 years.
Yeah, but that takes a toll on you. Like, because you either come into the season being like third time's a charm, or you're like we're just snake bitten.
All right, so we do Saints, Giants, Eagles,
Rams, Patriots. And
no
Chiefs.
No Rams.
No Rams. You don't
No
like
Rams.
the Rams?
No.
Okay. Patriots,
Chiefs,
Saints,
Chiefs.
Eagles, Giants.
And Dolphins. Let's do Dolphins too.
You think the Dolphins are going to go under 5 games?
Yes.
5 wins?
Yes.
Okay, so under 5 for the Dolphins, under 6 for the Giants. We're going over 10 for the Eagles. We're going over 10.5 for the Saints. We're going over 10.5 for the Chiefs, and we're going over 11 for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's good. Yeah, let's do that. What?
Yeah, you know what? I think we should take the under on the Rams because it's the curse of the team that loses a Super Bowl
hangover.
Sucks the following year.
Gurley's like injured. Goff's like kind of not really that good. Like you don't really know how good he is.
I think we take under on the Rams.
Let's think about that. Let's table that one.
So how do you want to do this? Because I think we need to find like a bunch of combinations that we really like, and then should we bet all of these separately, right? And then do like the combos?
Yeah.
Okay. So we would have one. So you're talking like a bunch. We do like 10 of them. 6 standalone and then 4 like parlays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think about parlays?
I like it. I mean, I think I like it if we're doing these separately on the side as well, because I don't want to like, it's going to suck if we have like the Chiefs over 10.5, the Saints over 10.5, and then like Mahomes to win MVP and the Saints just suck. And that bet's like dead after like a month.
Yeah.
So at least like we have like, we hedge ourselves a little bit and we have some bets outside of it.
Let's do, okay. I think it's a good start. Let's leave it at that for now.
Yeah.
What do you think? What about Rookie of the Year?
Kyler
Murray, Daniel Jones, Drew Lock,
David
Haskins.
Jones. Not. It's gonna be a weak class. I mean,
it's really weak. I don't know
Jones.
who the fuck these guys are.
I mean, Jones is already written off. I mean,
Josh Jacobs, N'Keal Harry.
It could be Harry. I mean, none of those other guys really stand out. I mean, Kyler Murray is
That's a homer pick though.
Let me look at the rookie of the year. Man, it's a weak.
Weak rookie. Kyler Murray plus 160. It's like they're just like guaranteed like giving it to him.
Yeah, because I feel like he's just like head and shoulders above everybody else. My God, Haskins is plus 786. Like
I know, like he's number 2.
Yeah. I think there's value there because I think it's basically Murray versus the field. So if you think like Murray's not going to win it, which is possible, like why should Murray win it? We have never even seen him play one snap in the NFL. You get some value on these other guys. I just don't know who's starting. Like it's Montgomery starting in Chicago. Is Henderson?
You see, Browns are favored to win the division.
Browns over the Ravens? Over the Steelers?
The Steelers, yeah.
Really? People are just way too high on the Browns. I know they're going to be very good this year. I think they are going to win over 9 games. I think they're going to be very good. But, like...
Yeah. They still have a lot to prove. Like, you got to go into, like, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Like, win. That's difficult to do. No one does that.
Cincinnati's not easy either. I mean, they suck, but there's not an easy... It's still a loud stadium to play in.
It's a division game.
And who else is on their schedule? Let's look.
Do you want to parlay divisions? I feel like we got to parlay like players because the players are so much harder to parlay.
The thing with the players,
divisions a lot easier because players is way too like all over the place, kind of.
The payouts are going to be huge though with the players. The thing with the divisions are you're not going to get like a big division
safer, yeah,
at good value. They're all going to be like minus something. You know, you're not going to get
Patriots minus 450 already.
I mean, the thing about that is you just throw that in with everything else. Like you do a 4-teamer, you do like because like it's going to happen. It's like it's like a lock.
Yes.
So it's like minus 450. It's not going to. It'll just add a little bit of money to whatever you're going to win. The Browns are going to win more than 10 games. Listen to their schedule. So they play the Redskins, the Buccaneers, the Lions, the Jets, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Cardinals. They play some horrible teams. I think the Browns are going to win over 10.
That'd be crazy.
We're not going to bet it, but
they're the typical team. They'll win 10. Everyone will be like, "Yep, here they go," and then they'll lose in like the first round. They'll be like, "Yeah, they're clearly not ready yet."
Yeah. How about you don't win a playoff game in like this is the 90s? So it's terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We can figure it out. We're gonna have to discuss the combinations we want to make. We have like 6 totals, and then it's like what quarterback do we really like, and which totals do we like enough to like be like those are the 2 that we're gonna like. They're gonna be the hill we die on. Like it's gonna be like the Eagles and the Patriots plus Mahomes, Eagles and Patriots plus Wentz. We're gonna have to find 2 of the totals that we really like.
How is this even possible? Oh, passing yards. Yeah, do you want to do like passing yards and shit, or no? It's too much.
I just don't think the odds are that good. I think the whole fun is that you take these like MVP or like these futures that like have like like what's a passing yardage payouts?
Yeah,
they're probably nothing.
Yeah, it's true. All right. That sounds good.
I think we have an idea about which direction we want to go in.
Yeah, all right. All right, good. Yeah, what do you think? We're at an hour.
Yeah, it's a good place to stop.
All right. Hopefully everyone enjoys the new future of the podcast. It's going to be all sports until we get some more stories coming in. But that's kind of always been some of the intention. We would get into sports. That's the thing about football, too. It's ridiculous. Like, there's so much to talk about in football.
Well, we're not going to get into this, but the one thing we did think about discussing was the fact that, like, there's nothing going on in the summer, and then you hit the fall, and it's like every sport's going on. You have college football, NFL, baseball, basketball, football, hockey. It's it's so much. It's like there'll be so much to talk about. I almost enjoy this now, where, like, I like them both, but it's nice now to just, like, be able to, like, relax and, like.
It's going to be nice to not. I'm going to have a tough time when football starts, like, just sitting on the couch all day on Sunday when it's still nice outside.
No, I won't have a problem with that. One day, Sunday, I'm going to enjoy it.
You're like fat and lazy and just like do nothing.
10 a.m. You can leave the house at like 1 o'clock. Yeah. I got to sit in the house till like 4.
That's when it's
No,
over for me. It's over at like 4. Then the night game starts at like 5.
Yeah, I mean, I love Red Zone. I love football Sundays, but it's a long day.
All right. Here we go. Podcast week 10. That's a wrap. Good talking to you, bud. Peace out, everybody. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean's where we're hosted. So give us a like, give us a follow, and share. We got some reviews. And then Instagram, _here we go. All right. Peace out.
All right, see you guys next week.